that, girl? Where you get it from?
I get it done by Keisha. That's hair 246. If you want your hair do like mine, you go up to Keisha.
As you should.
Girl, you want to do a TikTok?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Who's that? Girl, that ain't even funny.
Now you tryna pull up to my crib, I think you really gotta go.
What kind of are you? What happens that? English language?
Hello.
That's B10. That's B10.
Yes, boy. Listen, right? As soon as we get in that bus, we don't find a seat yet. You might start pressing hard, putting the gas. All we went backwards. Then you start going left, right, right. Then you start doing this milk shit. What you want, my mother?
So you want your mother? You say you want your mother? You say you want your mother? You come with a get I told you so shake it. You see you shoot me for long. You see you gonna shoot me, but it's fine in the pool to kill all of me. Who will tell you to get on for my vow? But I got a little mind to show you some fun. You think that but are you real man? Nigga, no start to dribble.
This is a classroom, not a dance hall. Sit down, sit down. Now, I'm giving y'all a chance today. One chance. But if I ever get that type of behavior in here again, every last one of you going straight to the principal office. Anyway, take out your biology books. We have work to do.
Always talking all the time. See, that's why I ain't got no friends, you know.
Now, the topic today is sexual reproduction. Yes, and we are just going to go over what we did the last lesson because you're going to have a test next week.
Just so you come up with these things?
Oh,
We always got tests.
Zip it. Thank you. Now, last lesson we learned that the egg and the sperm come together and they form a new cell, which we know will grow into the baby, a new human being. Now, every baby is different. Every child is different. Some may be tall, some may be short, some will have brown hair, some will have black hair, some will have brown eyes, some will have black eyes, and of course, we know that some will be boys and some will be girls. Now, we also learned that these differences are caused by some tiny, tiny things inside the cell. What are those things called?
Chromosomes.
Right, chromosomes. And how many chromosomes are there inside the cell?
54.
You real smart, though.
Like you were trying to-
Excuse me, how many chromosomes are there inside the cell?
46.
Thank you. 46 chromosomes. We also learned that these chromosomes come in pairs. They're found in pairs. 23 pairs to give you 46 chromosomes. Now, of those pairs will have information about the eye color, the skin color, whether you are tall or short, whether you look like your mother or whether you look like your father. Those sort of characteristics. But the last pair of chromosomes, the 23rd pair, is very, very special. They are called the sex chromosomes. Yes, the sex chromosomes. Because they will help to determine whether you are going to have a boy or a girl. We also said that there are two types of sex chromosomes. You have one called the X chromosome and one called the Y chromosome. When the chromosomes pair up, you can have either an X chromosome coming together with another X chromosome, in which case you will get a baby girl. Or you could you can have an X chromosome pairing with a Y chromosome, in which case you will get a baby boy. Yes, Zach.
Mom, you know how they got these birth defects, right? Where the children just got like feet or hands missing.
What you saying, boy?
I see on the news, chill out.
Let the boy talk. Go ahead, Zach.
Right, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Birth defects.
Right. So was there like any cases where like one person had both XX and XY chromosomes?
All right. I think you want to know if at any time anything is happening different from what I just tell you. Okay. All right. Well, yes.
Oh, he's a genius.
Yes, Zach. When the chromosomes pair up, sometimes they do some funny things. Just like in any normal development in biology, sometimes, occasionally, something unusual would happen. All right? But with the chromosomes, you asked me a question, right? As I was saying, sometimes when the chromosomes pair up, some unusual things might happen. But in the case of the chromosomes, this is rare. It don't happen very often. Maybe like 1 in every 5,000 times I come into you. And when that happens, the child might have some unusual physical, something different. And then maybe later on in life, they might get some sort of physical illness. But in those cases, the doctors and the parents have to try to consider the situation and figure out what is the best thing to do. Understand? Yes.
Ma'am, I would like to say, right? I have a friend
She was born with 12 fingers.
Okay, and what happened?
That's your boy.
Well, her mother hadn't cut off when she was a baby. So she just got the ordinary 10 fingers now.
Thank you.
had a
That is a good example, class, of what I was just talking about. Something unusual happened, and they had to try to figure out, the doctors and the parents figured out what was the best thing to do. But anyway, normally, then the X chromosome and another X chromosome come together,
That's the
you
X's
get
coming
a
together.
baby girl. And if an X chromosome joins with a Y chromosome, you get a baby boy. Yes, Zoe?
Thank you, Mom, for teaching us actual science. Because I was thinking, I have the right to be taught a solid education. Mathematics, English, history, science, not gender fluidity. I have the right to expression of thought. So I say, gender is not the clothes I wear or the activities I engage in. Those aren't gender. Those are gender expressions and gender roles. So I say, there are only two genders determined at conception.
Male,
And female,
man,
and woman,
boy,
and girl,
guy.
and gal, X, Y, and XX. It's not a choice. You don't get to pick. That's the science. No cap.
So while the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up.
Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, do you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on.
I can feel it in my bones.
I have the right to choose. I could choose my flavor ice cream. I could choose my hairstyle. I could choose my shoes. I could choose my career. But I could never choose which family I was born into, my gender, my ethnicity, my DNA. I have the right to expression of thought. So I say gender is a biological thing, brain structure and chemistry that can only come on a spectrum between two things, male and female. So I definitely say
There are only two genders determined at conception.
Male,
and female
man,
and woman
boy,
and girl
guy.
and gal.
X, Y, and XX. It's not a choice. You don't get to pick. That's the science. Where's the line? Far across the river, do you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone.
And I just might fail. The others have tried.
Sure as stars fill up the sky.
Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, do you hear freedom call?
connected by my parents, family, and home. My parents are my umbrella. My parents are my filter. My home is my haven. My family is my shield. Indeed, I am safe when my parents are free to exercise their God-given parental rights. And I have the right to expression of thought. So I say no to transgender education, no to gender confusion, no to gender mutilation. I am neither agender, cisgender, gender fluid, gender queer, intersex, gender not conforming, nor transgender. So indeed I say, there are only two genders determined at conception, male and female, man and woman, boy and girl, guy and gal, XY and XX. It's not a choice. One I don't get to pick. That's the science. Period.